Hey, all my ESL teachers, welcome. My name is Teacher Nikki, and today I want to share some tips with you for pronunciation activities. Before we jump into this, I want to talk about recognizing patterns in students' pronunciation. Oftentimes, they will make the same mistakes over and over. So really make it a point to listen to your students and see which mistakes are coming up over and over. And usually people make similar mistakes. So when they're, they speak the same first native language. So notice those patterns and then create your activities based off of those patterns. First activity is do a reading passage that has at least 3 paragraphs and chunk them up. With the first paragraph, all of 3 paragraphs are going to have those pronunciation errors in them, whatever they're struggling with. So one example is I was working with a student who kept omitting endings such as ed, s, ing. So the first paragraph, I highlighted all of the endings that he missed, and then we went through together and he repeated after me how to say it correctly. Then the second paragraph, he read it, I highlighted the words, but I asked him, I said, hey, can you pronounce this correctly? He did it. He did it really well. Third paragraph, he started self-correcting. So that's the goal, and you should let the student know that. You can tell them ahead of time, okay, first, I'm going to help you. Second, let's see if you can do it on your own. And then third, see if you can start to correct yourself before I even show you where your mistake is. Okay, another activity you can do is drills. So you could choose a list of maybe 10 words. I wouldn't go too big, maybe 5 to 10 words, and practice the similar pronunciation pattern. And you could have them definitely provide visuals. It's always good to know what the words mean and to see the spelling, connect that pronunciation with the spelling of the word, and have them say the word after you over and over. And it could just be for a minute. It doesn't even have to be that long, but you could do this as a warm-up at the beginning of each class or as an exit slip at the end of each class, whatever works for you. But you do want to make it a pattern. And then after you do those drills, see if the students can start to do it independently, or see if they can, if you can just give them a little bit of support and then gradually let them lead them up to doing it independently. The third activity is listening and mimicking. Listening and mimicking is just, they could be listening to anything really. It could be music, it could be audio from a movie or TV show, it could be you. And they just have to repeat what you say correctly or what the person is saying correctly. And that could be fun just because you can listen to so many different things and align it to whatever their interests are. The fourth and final activity is to do writing and speaking. The reason writing is important is because they're connecting that visual with the pronunciation. And literacy, when you're learning a language, it's important to incorporate all aspects of the language, not just listening and speaking, but reading and writing too. A lot of people, our students especially, just want to focus on the speaking or just want to focus on the pronunciation, but they all go together and play off of each other. So if you can improve that writing, it's going to help you with the pronunciation, because when you write it, then you're going to be able to read it. So it's just like when you ask someone, hey, how do you spell your name? You know that off the top of your head. It's like you're on autopilot. So if you could do that with the words that they're struggling with, then it's going to eventually become kind of like ingrained in them, and it won't be a struggle anymore. All right, so those are all the tips that I have for pronunciation activities. Let me know in the comments what you do. Thanks so much for staying in, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, because then you're gonna get the alerts when I have my next video. See ya!